Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. So we will start our session now. Okay, so for a start, please sit in a comfortable position. Put your hands in a comfortable position. And then gently close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing exercises first. When you breathe in all the good and all the fresh air. When you breathe out, whatever tension and tightness, whatever feelings of stress or tiredness, whatever negative emotion, negative energy in the body and the mind, we're going to let it all go out together with the out-breath. Okay, so let's try gently. Take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the third time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the last time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Relaxation of the body. If there is any more tension or tightness, any more feelings of using or exerting strength in the body, gently let it go and let the body abide in a state of relaxation and inaction. Relaxation of the mind. Let us be aware of the state of mind at every present moment. If there is any wantings, any cravings, any expectations in the mind, gently let it go and let the mind abide in non-wanting, non-craving, and non-expectations. Relaxation of the mind. Then let the mind abide in a state of inaction. So for the mind, not doing or thinking about anything in particular, not having the need or the mind to do or to think about anything in particular anymore. Let this 20 minutes be a time for the mind to have a break from all that wanting and doing. Then let the mind just be aware of whatever that manifests to your awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment, moment to moment. Without rejecting any emotions, stories, issues, images, feelings that may arise in the mind. Also not suppressing or rejecting any of them if they arise. Just very simply, with total acceptance and awareness, and as much transcendence as we can, just being aware of them and allowing them to arise and perish according to nature. Then with this relaxed mind and body, today let us continue with our reflection on compassion. So today we will try a new way of sending compassion. We'll do it by areas and zones. So later when I'm guided and I say, talk about the zone, just whoever, whatever that arises in the mind, we just take that as a representative of that zone, and also not only to those beings that arise in the mind, but also to those beings that didn't arise in the mind. And if there's no image that arises in the mind, doesn't matter. Don't use your strength to think about it, okay? Don't put in too much effort in thinking, because now we are just trying to cultivate a good heart, a compassionate and tender heart. So by just understanding the guidance and just simply wishing the beings in the zone to be free from suffering and causes of suffering, that is enough. Okay, and this will be more comfortable. Okay, so let's start. First, let us think of the beings that are suffering. With a sincere wish for the suffering beings to be free from suffering, let us wish gently, sincerely, with a tender, loving heart. May the suffering beings free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us think of the beings in our house, including ourselves. All the beings that can be seen or cannot be seen, like the birds that visit your garden, the ants that live underground, and maybe the lizards that just came to find some food. All the beings in the house, they also have mental and physical suffering, some of them, but if not, all beings are subject to the potency of suffering while we are wandering around in this round of rebirths. So with a sincere wish for ourselves and also for the beings in the house to be free from suffering, let us gently, sincerely, with a tender, loving heart, let us wish all beings in the house free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Now let us recollect the beings in our neighborhood. To those that you may know and to those that you may not know, all of us, we may have some physical and mental suffering, but if at the present we don't have, then we also suffer from the potency of suffering in this round of rebirths. So with a sincere wish for the beings in the neighborhood to be free from suffering, let us gently, sincerely, with a tender loving heart, let us wish all beings in the neighborhood free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Now let us think of the beings in our country. Those that you may know, those that you may not know. Those that can be seen, those that can't be seen. Remember, if there's no image that arises in the mind, doesn't matter. Just in our mind we have this intention, this kind wish, to wish all the beings in the country to be free from all the suffering. So let us gently, sincerely, with a tender loving heart, let us wish all beings in the country free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Then let us think about all the beings in the world. There may be some beings who are in a peaceful country, living comfortably and in security. There may be beings that are living in a war-torn zone, suffering from the effects of war, of hostilities. No matter whether the color of their skin is different from ours, no matter whether they are from a different race, ethnic, religion, language, they are beings also. And they are suffering. So let us wish with a kind heart, sincere heart, gently, sincerely, with a tender loving heart, let us wish all beings in the world free from suffering and causes of suffering. 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 Okay, so gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently be aware of the feelings of your body. Gently be aware of the feelings of your buttocks touching the cushion. Then doesn't matter whether the experience was good or no good, let the mind come back to the present moment. Then, just like waking up from a deep sleep, gently open your eyes. Okay, so today, the next few days, we will be doing, trying to develop compassion through zones and through areas. Okay, now this method of zoning, house, the neighborhood and all that. It is, at least in the meditation menu, if you want to attain jhana, then there's no, so far in the Visuddhimagga, the manual for meditation, then there's no instruction about this. But actually, we can still develop this at the contemplation level. Okay, so at a contemplation level, then the purpose of this is to develop a kind heart, a compassion heart towards the beings around us. So when I say recollect or think about it, the beings, if there's anyone that appears, it is okay. Then you can, like we mentioned earlier, send a compassion to them, and also wish those that didn't appear in the mind to be free from suffering also. Then doesn't matter if there's no image that appears, doesn't matter. And one thing to take note is don't strain to think about it. Okay, don't strain to recollect the images of people, of beings. Whatever that comes to mind. It's a very relaxed and very flexible training of the mind and development of the quality. Alright? So don't push yourself too hard. Remember, don't push yourself too hard. Don't strain to think or to recollect about beings. Whoever that arises in the mind, well, may they be free from suffering. And if you do it this way, then it will be very comfortable. Okay, there will be no tension. And it's also to develop that quality in the heart. And to develop the mental habit of compassion, so that whenever you go out, whether you're in the car, whether you're driving, or whether you're taking a walk in a park, anywhere, going to school, going to work, whatever that you encounter, then you can have a stronger inclination, a stronger, what do you call that? Because of the habitual contemplation, so you have a stronger drive and stronger motivation, and you find it easier to arise compassion towards the beings that you see on your way to work, while you are working, or in the parks and around you. All right? So let us try for the next few days this kind of training and this kind of development, and hopefully it will bring you a lot of happiness and peace in the mind. Alright, so that's all for today's session. So wish all of you to be well, peaceful and happy, free and full of compassion. Then let us share merits, okay? So repeat after me. Etavata chamehi sampadang punya sampadang Sabbe deva Sabbe bhuta Sabbe satta Anumodantu Sabba sampati siddhya. I share my merits with all devas, all beings, all creatures. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame nyati nam hotu. Sukita hontu nyadayo. I share my merits with all departed relatives. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame punya asavakaya vahang hotu. Idame punya nibbanasa paccaya hotu. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my purification of the mind till no more defilements. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my attainment of Nibbana. Mama punya bhagang sabba satanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labantu. I share my merits with all beings. May they rejoice in the merits. May they be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That's all for today's session. Wish all of you well, peaceful and happy and full of compassion, and see you guys in the next session. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.